Hello everyone, my name is Maria and we are talking about lichen sclerosus here. I promised you more videos about lifestyle and psychological help with lichen sclerosus, so there we go. Our today's video is about a psychologist. Why should we go to a psychologist? And how do we know that this psychologist we trusted to is really good? You've probably heard a lot about reducing the stress level, especially when you have an autoimmune disease like lichen sclerosus. And you've probably wondered how on earth in modern world I can actually reduce the level of stress. We are basically surrounded by stressful situations, and of course it's not that easy to get out of them. One of the tools that can actually help us to reduce the stress is a psychologist or a psychotherapist. Lots of people, no matter how conscious they are about themselves, just can't cope with the situation, with the stress, with the disease themselves, and it's a normal thing. First of all, you have to recognize that you really need help from the outside. Next step is to find a good specialist. I'm gonna tell you now how do I define a good psychologist or a psychotherapist for me, a lichen sclerosus patient. To determine how good a specialist is, I will ask one question: what exactly this specialist should do for a lichen sclerosus patient? First thing is let to talk them out. Because when a doctor constantly interrupts you or gives you an eternal quantity of tests or whatever, it never goes good. Of course, some specialists need to know how bad is your overall mental health. But still, when your specialist gives you all the time many tests, this is ridiculous. They should let you speak. The second thing they should do for you is to try to rid you of feeling of despair and redirect your point of thinking. Because lichen sclerosus patient or any patient with any autoimmune or incurable disease tend to think this never will be over, I will suffer my whole life, and many bad thoughts. A good psychologist has to adjust your way of thinking and help you to look at the situation at a different angle. And this, my friends, can really help you, because when we have a situation that we can't change for some reason, we have to change our angle of looking at it. 3. A good psychologist or psychotherapist should give you the strength to fight for your health. I think everything is pretty much clear with this one. 4. They have to alleviate your symptoms of depression, whether it's a psychotherapy or some antidepressants or maybe some exercises that you should do at home. It doesn't matter. The main point is, if you're having some symptoms, some signs of depression, the good specialist has to help you to alleviate them. 5. They have to help you to set your goals straight. When you have goals in your life, your aims towards which you are going, your journey becomes more sensible, it becomes easier to deal with some situations. And even if now you feel bad, you can tell yourself, oh listen, I have this goal, I have to go towards it. 6. They have to alleviate your sense of loneliness. People who have incurable diseases or rare diseases do really feel lonely. Remember when I told you, go to some forums, find some people who have the same condition as you. Still, even when we find them, we tend to feel lonely. The good therapist should help you cope with this. And let's talk about things that a good therapist shouldn't do. They shouldn't go deep into your past. It won't help you to know that your parents in the year 1989, 1979 did something to you and you still have some burdening grudge. Listen, lichen sclerosus is not about grudges, your past, or anything else. Lichen sclerosus is an autoimmune disease, and when your psychotherapist goes there and blames your parents for something that you experienced in your life, you have to understand that your parents have nothing to do with your nowadays condition. this will only give you more depression, more anxiety, and this will separate you from your family, which you don't need in case of an autoimmune disease you're struggling with. So the thing is that a therapist, as I said earlier, should provide you with some coping techniques. A good therapist has to switch off your depression, your down mechanism that makes you feel very sad, and switch on your defensive mechanism, your fighting instinct. At any cost, avoid therapists or other specialists who tells you that your lichen sclerosus is the result of your childhood psychological trauma, because it's not. If you let them lead you to believe in some semi-scientific stuff or not scientific stuff at all, you are at a high risk of getting on the wrong tracks. And this means that you will be as far from remission as you've never been when you tried some medical stuff. And please, don't ever try Steve Jobs' way to fight cancer, lichen sclerosis, or any other disease. You know, this eating vegetables, taking herbs and stuff like that. Guys, diet, herb teas and stuff is good. But remember one thing, you have to take some medicines to fight with lichen sclerosis. If you don't take medicines, if you don't believe doctors, if you don't believe in science, this autoimmune disease will probably never leave you alone. So if you believe in yoga, fruitarian diets, it's okay. It's your right. It is good for your organism probably. But please, don't forget to take some medications and don't forget to see your doctor at least once every 6 months. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe and hit the bell button below the description of the video. I hope to see you in the next episodes. Bye bye.